Definitely gotta figure that out.
But yeah, if you don't have the key, it won't. Or if you drive away from it, it will probably stop, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
Good old Tesla woes.
Heather's so funny.
What'd she say?
No, I was just thinking like if I were to call her right now, she'd be like,
Yo.
She has no filter.
What's shaking with y'all? Y'all good? I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. I know it's been a minute. Trust me. I know. Let me turn up the brightness. Yo, what's up with y'all? Y'all good? Yo. Oh, man. What's up, man? Put a bunch of these in the chat so I know which ones y'all, so I know who really with us, man. Put it in the chat, y'all. I apologize. It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Saging. Make sure y'all know it's sage. Yeah, see? Sage. That's what's burning, right? Oh, man. Smudging. Oh, man. I haven't been on here in a minute. What's shaking with y'all? Y'all good? Oh, man. You gotta miss all the random comments about what are you doing. Oh, man. I'm just checking in on y'all. It's been a minute since I've been on live on my channel, and I want to apologize to all those that have been supporting me unconditionally. You know, I never wanted to be away from the stream for this long. I felt like we built up a good rapport in the summertime, and I was supposed to continue to be on these live streams as often as possible, but, you know, things happen. A lot has happened in the world. A lot has happened to me. Specifically, and I've had to grow. I've had to grow. You know, I've had to grow. Hasn't been perfect, hasn't been easy, but I'm persevering through it all. You know, so I appreciate every single one of you guys that's really genuinely supporting me. I consider you guys family. You know, life is still being figured out at my age, and just way more aware of I'm responsible for the position that I'm in, you know. Yeah. I appreciate all the subs and all that great stuff. Appreciate all the follows. I appreciate all the support. And I really do just appreciate all you guys that have been rocking with me since day one, or you just came on to the All Even tribe, or, you know, you're from different religions, different communities. Just want to let you know I appreciate you, and we locked in. You know, we locked in. But what's up, man? Ask y'all questions so I could wrap this up. I'm only gonna be on here for probably like 11 minutes. All right, ask y'all questions. All right, I love y'all and I miss y'all too. All right, you know, y'all know how we locked in. Put it in the chat. Put A11 or put the, man. Come on, y'all know how we acting. I'm good. I appreciate y'all asking how I am. I just landed back from New Orleans like 30 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. Getting settled in at the crib. It's dark outside. Well, let me see if I can turn on this light. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They really get to see now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't mind my Snuggie. It's tight brick in Dallas right now. Didn't expect it. Yeah. Nah, I just got back. I landed maybe 15, 20 minutes ago. Just got back home. kissed my wife on the forehead, made sure my sons were good. And now this is the decompressing part. You feel me? This is the decompressing aspect of it. You know? Yeah, get that out. This is what the decompression looks like, y'all. A little smudging for the ancestors, making sure that I'm always paying homage to those who came before me. I'm grateful to be breathing. I'm grateful to be alive every moment. Don't take this life for granted, and don't make it a joke either. I don't care what anybody says. Do not take this life for granted, and stop listening to people that just hate on other people and are bitter. Y'all know I got to give y'all some advice. Y'all asking me how I'm making it through everything. I'm really just telling you I'm only making it through because you got to have a strong heart. You got to be confident in who you're becoming, man. The world isn't ready for the truth sometimes, and it's all good. Sometimes the world's not ready to handle you. It's all good. But look, I'm not going to be on here talking about all this random stuff. I just wanted to check in with y'all. You know, it's been months. Like, I felt like I was low-key held captive at times because I couldn't get on my social platforms to really talk to y'all about the truth. But the tribe is doing great. The family's doing great. I wanted to affirm that. You know, people are growing in my family. There's still a lot going on in the world, but we're all making it through. We're all doing our very, very best. I told y'all, just like when I tweet or when I say peace of mind is everything, peace of mind is everything. Why give energy to things that do not serve like who you truly are? Because I'm guilty of distracting myself at times, you know what I mean? Like, I'm guilty too. I'm guilty of being a human being, but like at a point, I'm 30 now, at a point I had to make a decision, like, do I want to be at peace or don't I? Like, I have a choice to do that, and I deal with the constant noise of people telling me how to do my job, people telling me how to live my life, people telling me what I need to be doing, what I should be focused on. And majority of these comments come from people who can't do what I do and aren't willing to sacrifice the things that I sacrifice. Like, you know, gambling and sports betting has completely taken the purity away and the fun away from the game at times. I'm gonna just be honest with y'all. So, like, work is work, but the support around it can be very distracting. You know what I mean? There's a difference between being a diehard fan and supporting your team and loving your team versus somebody that's betting on a parlay or somebody that wants to hit. And don't get me wrong, I don't want anybody wasting their money on me. But god dang, like, this whole community of gamblers that's come into the game of basketball, y'all tell me what y'all think. I'm just gonna call it out. Everybody be talking about their fucking ticket. I'm not gonna say I don't care about your ticket, but if you wanna gamble, why don't you gamble on something that makes sense to you? And if you gamble on me, I'm not gonna tell you whether it's a good gamble or a bad gamble. I'm just saying, you gambling, you gonna win or lose. But that doesn't mean sliding into people's DMs or wishing bad on them or doing the extra shit that goes on, man. It blows my mind sometimes. You feel me? It really blows my mind, like, cause me as a hooper, I'm just trying to get a bucket. I'm just trying to get a bucket. I'm trying to win ball games, most importantly. And I'm gonna be successful some nights and I'm gonna fail. But overall, the reason why I said peace of mind is everything, just look at these distractions that ultimately take away from the game. Man, I'm just saying, it's just tainted with the game. Like, I don't know. I don't have all the answers, you feel me? I don't. But people telling me I sold, I suck, I'm not that good, this and that. I've dealt with every type of name calling in my life, so none of that stuff really bothers me. What bothers me at times is watching the next generation follow suit because they're watching people that are older than them treat this like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you taking a gamble anyway. You taking a risk. But long story short, peace of mind through all of this is most important. How do you achieve peace of mind or inner peace? I could only share what I've been through. Now, some may say I've been through such a controversial journey. I feel like it's just been a learning experience. And I think I'm going to ask y'all this question. Like, and you can answer in the comments. What do you think about where the state of the entertainment business is? That's my question. What do y'all think? Is it just about the art anymore? Or is it about people saying things all the time about people that they barely know, or that they really don't care about hurting their feelings, which I am talking about the media. I can't talk about everybody in the media, but I think you guys are seeing that the entertainment business is chaotic. Nah, it's real chaotic right now. It's real chaotic. The entertainment business and media, I hope y'all watching. I stay out of this. That's what I'm saying. I stay out of it. I don't rock with a lot of people in the media or the entertainment business strictly off the fact that I try to like make common sense of how people talk about other people's lives and gossip. But I'm still trying to like woosah through all this, because the fact that it's become this chaotic where people can't even be themselves, or people have to be something that other people want them to be in order to be accepted. I mean, that shit ain't gonna fly with me, but you can try it on everybody else. That's what I'm saying. Like, when I be tweeting like eliminate all distractions, peace of mind is priceless, I really mean distancing yourself from hating ass people, from bitter ass people. I pray y'all listening to this, like, so we can engage, because it's been a while. But when I say protect your peace of mind, that means eliminating distractions. And if you just now joining, this is Sage. This is not any smoke, because you know how people like to record, screen share this shit and like say that, oh, look what he's doing, he's being a human being. But this is my Sage. I'm smudging. Let me leave it right here. I'm not here to expose anything that y'all don't know already. I'm just saying, are you seeing how chaotic everything is? That's all. That's all. I'm not here to complain about it. That's why I stay the fuck away from certain people in this business. Or I stay away from the fandom that goes way beyond the support and unconditional support. Like, because there's people on this live right now that's recording it, that's waiting for me to mess up and can't wait to put it on some type of social platform. And they're waiting for me to say something that's controversial. They're waiting for me to mess up. And I say they, who is they? I mean, clearly they're the people that are bitter about something in their lives, and they want to compare it to mine. So I'll give you something. My life is my life, and I appreciate sharing with people that appreciate what I'm sharing and what I have to offer and want to listen. And I'm also willing to listen to other stories. But one thing I won't do is tolerate disrespect. For what? I had a fan today at the game, right? Just like, Kyrie, you have 0 points. Go score. I'm looking at them like, why do you care? I mean, it's not a fan of the Dallas Mavericks. It's a fan of the New Orleans Pelicans, right? A fans of the players. It's like, well, you have 0 points. And it's like, but what does that mean? It's, Kyrie, you suck. But what does that mean? Kyrie, you've blown up these teams. Kai, you've left us. But like, what does that mean? Like, what does that mean? Like, if you listen closely to what I'm saying, what I'm really getting down to is, if I'm so focused on making everybody else happy and making fans happy, I will lose every time. I will lose every time. If I'm trying to make others happy all the time and trying to be something like them that they want me to be, and I'm following what they want me to be, and I'm actually giving them the attention, what does that make me? I'm going to tell you what it makes me, because I can only speak for me. I think it has made me fragile mentally, spiritually, and emotionally, if I can't take someone saying something about me that I don't like what they're saying. And I used to go through times where I was confused about why are these people saying this to me, and now I honestly know. Like, there's no one answer, but I'll tell you part of the answer here is just how I create inner peace and peace of mind throughout all this. Is I eliminate all the people that are hating. I eliminate and distance myself from people that don't give a fuck whether or not I live or not. I eliminate all of this by a process. How does that process happen? I wake up. Guess who I thank first? Guess who I thank first when I wake up? For even breathing. For even being alive. Fucker, you know, my basketball career is my basketball career, but I'm just grateful to be alive. You know how many people I've lost in my life already? Do you not? I don't know if you know my story, but I've lost people throughout my life. Like, they've transitioned, and I've had to get closer to God. I've had to get closer to Source and Creator to understand why that happened. And when I forgave myself and I forgave others, and I wanted more peace in my life, I had to go fight for it. See, this world that we grow up in usually doesn't want people to be at peace or happy. They want them sad and angry all the time, like distracted by other people's business that they have no business being in. But here's the balance, okay? Like, I'm gonna be honest. Here's the balance, all right? The unconditional love and support is something I'm willing to grow with. That's my tribe. You already know. Y'all are my tribe. Not everybody in here is my tribe, but all those that know, that's been there from the beginning, that's all. I love you. I appreciate you supporting me. But if we sat here and continued to focus on the things that we can't control, or what people say that may be inappropriate or negative, I mean, does it really matter? Or should we focus on our tribe? Should we? I think we should focus on the tribe. I think we should focus on the love. So, all in all, if you are wondering what I just said over the last 17 minutes, what I'm saying is I'm here to share how I achieved a peace of mind, or an understanding of who I am becoming, and why it's important for me to share my truth to all those that are willing to listen. If people aren't willing to listen, I don't mind, but to achieve inner peace and to protect your soul, there is a calling for God's warriors, for Creator's warriors, to stand firm and help all of their brothers and sisters achieve this harmony, achieve this peace of mind. I'm one of those people. I want to help, but if you go based off of what other people say, you would think that I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I'm this, or I'm that, because guess who gets to tell my narrative before I even get to say anything? The very people that we depend on for the news. The very people who have bitter, older individuals reporting on people they barely know. Saying things to the public to make you think that I'm a certain type of way. Why is that? Why do they want to make me seem like I'm a certain type of way when I'm just explaining to people I have a devotion to my family, I have a devotion to Creator, I have a devotion to ancestors, and I have a devotion to the revolution that my people have put forth before me. I'm a tribal man, I'm a chief. My name is Aya. I'm a native indigenous African man striving to do better for my people. Why am I a target? Why are any of my other brothers and sisters targets for people to just discuss and gossip about? That's a question that only probably you can answer and you can research, but I think I know a few of the answers, but I'm not here to oust anybody. I don't want to talk about one person that represents a whole entire conglomerate or media machine. All I'm saying is you will not achieve inner peace if you keep believing what everybody else is putting in front of you about other people. You will never achieve inner peace unless you know yourself. How are you going to judge me and tell me what I need to be doing in my life if you don't know yourself? How? How are you going to tell me what I need to be doing better if you don't know yourself? And you're looking at my life and studying my life, and I don't want to discredit anybody because I've been inspired by other people's lives. I've aspired to be like the greats before me, but the greats before me also did things their own way. I know I'm doing something right in this world when I have so much negativity surrounding a perception, an ego, a character that I'm portrayed as. When in actuality at home, I live very simply. I live very simply. I love my kids. I love my family. I love getting a bucket. I love creating art. And I love doing things that make my community better. Now, you heard that from me. But if you heard everything that was said and spewed on all of these social channels and all of these big TV shows, you would think that I'm a certain type of way. And if you left it up to NBA Twitter or to sports Twitter or to sports Instagram, you would think that I am the cancer in the locker room. Me. You would think that I'm the cancer in the locker room, as if basketball is an individual sport that one person is supposed to take blame for. It's 15 guys on the team, and I'm the one cancer in the room. That's what it's portrayed as. That's what you guys get. That's what they have fun doing. That's why these older, bitter gentlemen and women keep my name in their mouths every day. See, people thought I was crazy when I said that my name is worth billions to these media corporations. Billions. I don't ask them to talk about me. But they continue, and the reason why I'm explaining this to my tribe is because you guys are seeing it firsthand. I had to get off my Twitch platform because they felt like I was saying too much or I was doing too much. And that's how they use fear to make it seem like you actually are the person that they're portraying you to be. One of the worst things created was interviews that people have to do or forced to do to answer questions about someone else's decisions. You ask people about why I made my decision, they don't know who the fuck I am, and they give you a long, lengthy answer, and they tell you, well, Kyrie made this decision for this, and you didn't hear it from me, and you believe it. I'm sorry that you were lied to like that. I'm sorry you guys have to see people on TV that don't know who I am. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys have to listen to people who don't know anything about me talk about my life in ways that may hurt. It may discredit me, it may invalidate whatever I do, but I'll tell you this, like, when you're at peace, the truth is the only thing I'm willing to follow. When you're at peace, like, the truth should be the only thing that you're striving to know. I don't want to judge anybody. I mean, there's so many different ethnicities, so many different religions, so many different differences that make us different as human beings. I don't want to judge anybody. But what I will do is stand on principles, not just my emotions. When you stand on principles in this world and not your emotions all the time, I mean, ooh-wee, that peace of mind is beautiful. You must protect your peace of mind at all times, my people. I'm talking to you. How do you achieve this peace of mind? You're asking me, Kai. I'm like, I'm going to tell you. It starts with gratitude. When you wake up, what are you grateful for? You guys tell me in the comments, what are you most grateful for when you wake up? I'll tell you what I'm most grateful for. I'm most grateful for the breath that comes into my lungs. And I wake up. What are you most grateful for? Health, everything, my mother, life, me, staying alive, family, I see it. God, I see, yep. What are you most grateful for? The opportunity to improve, I like it. Everything, life, family, love, housing, a place to live, Allah, waking up, like, you have the answers. What do you need me for? You have the answers. You start with that gratitude every day, and then you go into some type of prayer, and you go into some type of meditation. It doesn't have to be for 30 minutes. It doesn't have to be for 5 minutes. It's just a time to yourself. Inner silence yields peace. You got to be silent. You got to shut the fuck up and stop listening to everything else that's going on outside of you, and you have to listen to God within. I'm sorry I have to curse. I'm sorry if any kids are listening to this, but the reality is, if you truly want that peace, if you truly want to stay away from all these evil demonic forces, we're going to get to that too, and I'm not going to be on for too long. I said I was going to be on for 11 minutes, but you guys have got me talking now. How do you protect your peace of mind when you know that there are evil forces and demonic forces in our world? How? I'll tell you what I do, but how do you do? How do you do it at home? Y'all see what's going on in society. I don't have to bring up every topic. That's what I'm saying. You guys know. Maybe not the kids. People that are 16 and under are not really paying attention. I'm not even going to discredit the 16-year-olds because they know a lot more than, probably I'll give them credit for. But I'm just saying this information will pertain to those that are willing to understand it. What do you do to protect yourself from evil and demonic forces? Do you even know what evil and demonic forces are like? I know what angelic forces are. I know what miracles, God's miracles that happen. I know those are real, but what happens when somebody tries to get around you and they're hating on you or they're talking behind your back? How do you handle that? I handle it with principle, but most of us handle it with emotions. See, when you handle things with emotions all the time, that's when the bitterness starts. You start envying other people. You start becoming jealous. For what? What are you comparing your life to anyone else's for? Why? How do you protect yourself from evil and demonic forces that are out here? Y'all seeing what's going on. Protect your peace of mind. Protect your soul at all times. I'm not messing around with this. I don't mess around with this. I'm not like anybody that's come before me. You know why? Because I'm me and you're you. I'm not like every NBA player that's come before me. I'm not. And some people want me to be in that space, to be like every other person that's been an athlete. I don't even describe myself as an athlete. I feel like that even limits what I do every day, because there's a box that you get put in as an athlete, and let alone be an African, indigenous, native athlete. Then you get put in an even more marginalized box of what you can and cannot do and what you can and cannot speak about. But when you know I am that I am, and you know the power of manifestation, and you know the powers that exist out here, what's going to stop you? Who's going to stop me but me? That's what I'm saying. When you know the power is in you, the power is in you. You have to awaken that power. And how do you find that power? You have to go searching, and you have to question everything. Question everything. There's a reason why I said no to a lot of things. There's a reason why I take accountability for things. There's a reason why I stand on my principles. But I also understand my emotions, because I've matured to see how my emotions and how I react affect others. See, when I was a kid, I didn't care if I was angry and who it impacted and who it affected. When even in my 20s, I never cared about how my emotions and how my actions was perceived. Like, I just didn't care, and that was just me being young. Like, I didn't have the emotional intelligence. But the emotional maturity and intelligence that I have now is I can only speak from experience. It took me time to get to this place. It took me time. Time is a social construct, but I don't want to be a slave to time either. I want to go and act and do and be part of the change and impact that's going on out here. Now, will I get it perfect all the time? No. Will I make mistakes? Yes. Do I admit to my mistakes? Yes. But if I'm ever making a decision, do you think I'm ever considering what fans are thinking about me? Do you think I'm ever considering what my peers think about me? When I'm making decisions for me, do you think I ever truly care about what other people think? Do you think I care about the way I'm perceived at this point? Do you think I should care if I'm at peace and I'm happy with what I'm doing? This is grown folk business, is what I'm saying. It's not, let's play in the playground and everybody's cool and everybody wants to be best friends and it's like high school all over again. This is real life that I'm talking about. This is real maturity, when you can get to a place and talk about events that have taken place in your life and that have impacted you, but you're not hurt or remaining in the same place. I've had to grow from distancing myself from people that I love, from people that I respect and admire, in order for me to be happy. You know what that got me? Peace of mind. Peace of mind. Hey, you know what doing for yourself does? You know what protecting your energy and protecting your inner peace does? Peace of mind. Who's going to stop you? Who's going to stop you after that? When you've cleared out the way, no stress, nobody holding you back, you don't got no haters in your crew, you got a tribe that really unconditionally loves you, you got family that you're devoted to, you're loyal, you got trustworthy people around you, you've created the environment you want, and then it's time to thrive. Are you still going to be afraid? Are you still going to be afraid when you have everything that you prayed for and the universe gave to you and you had to fight for it? Are you going to be afraid? Fuck no. No fear. No fear. None. None. No fear. None. This is for lifetimes. I hope you guys know we're connected for lifetimes. On an angelic side, on a heavenly side. I do not want to lead you guys astray. I will not sit here and lie to you about things that I'm not doing myself. This means we're connected for lifetimes. This energy force, all even, no fear, tribe. This means that we're connected for lifetimes, and it doesn't mean that I have to meet you. It just means that I'm connected to you. We're family. You know what family does for each other? They help each other in more ways than actually can be accounted for. You know how many times I've helped friends and family out that, am I recognized for it? You know how many, I'll tell you this, you know how many people that I've helped in their careers? Not selfishly, like, you know how many people have helped me? That's what I'm saying. Family does that. Family does it. Family helps each other. And because of that, guess what grows stronger? Guess what grows stronger? You. Me. When you take care of family, you take care of people that take care of you, instead of focusing on the people that are just, I don't want to say they're wasting air, but I mean, they're wasting a whole lot of energy hating on other people. That's why I don't get on Twitter and gossip about people's lives. And when I get in interviews, I don't want to gossip about other people. I don't want to gossip. What the fuck is gossip going to do? What are we in high school again? What am I going to gossip? And that's the part of my tribe that I believe they understand, is that we have to watch other people gossip about me in ways that they think is normal. What's normal about gossiping about somebody that you barely know? Y'all saw what's going on. Yeah, come on, man. We don't even have to go into Twelski. We don't even have to go into that. We don't have to go into that because Twelski's not the only person that's dealt with real life circumstances. He's not the only one. And he won't be the only one. So guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to stand and make sure that I'm there for my family and my friends. We all make mistakes. We all do things that we regret. But somehow when you're a celebrity and you're famous, you're underneath different rules. What? Can we name some of the unspoken rules that celebrities and famous people have to deal with? Can I hear about the unspoken rules that we have to be aware of, that we're responsible for? Put it in the chat. What can't we do if we're a celebrity and famous? What can we do? What can't we do? Tell me. Tell me. Yep. Oh, so you can't speak your truth. You got to be damn near an actor. You can't go back to the hood because now you're part of the bourgeoisie. Yeah, and bourgeois. You want the mansions, you want the car, you want the lifestyle, you want the ladies. What else can we do? Huh? Then there people think we're robots. And people think we're controlled puppets. People don't even think we're human. People think we're beast. People think we're robots that can perform over and over for their entertainment. What else can't we do? Oh, we definitely can't challenge any politics. We definitely can't speak about what's going on in the world because, stick to basketball. Stick to sports. Right? That's the conversation. You're famous, you're a celebrity, stick to what you do best. Just stay over there and shut the fuck up. We don't want to hear from you about that unless we talk about basketball or sports. No, we don't care. We don't care. Why should we care? Like, you're an athlete, you're this, you're a celebrity, you're famous. Like, you have this responsibility. This is how it sounds to me. Like, this is how I make sense of it. Like, who made these rules? And who the fuck is upkeeping them? Who made these unwritten rules for celebrities and famous people, and who the fuck created celebrities and famous people is what I want to know. There's no godly force that I know that would create celebrities and famous people, because that false idol worship will only kill you inside. I don't want to be worshipped or idolized at all. I'm sorry that if I broke anybody's heart. I don't want to be idolized and worshiped because that's not godly. I don't want that. I don't want that. What are you praising me for? What have I contributed? If you don't know what I'm really doing in real life, what have I contributed? A bunch of buckets? A bunch of career accolades that you can look back on? A legacy? Scoring a bunch of points? I'll tell you what I did. I made it through the struggle. The real struggle. Not the struggle that the bourgeoisie want to put out, like, oh, I had a fairy tale life and I ended up making it out of nowhere. Nah, my family comes from the Bronx, New York. Not the Bronx, the Bronx. The X. They come from Harlem, New York. Where'd I grow up? Not Newark, New Jersey, but Newark, New Jersey. Where was I at? The East Coast. Where did I spend majority of my time? In the fucking hood. Do I want to admit that I was in the hood? No. Is it a part of my journey? Yes. Do I love the hood? Absolutely. Is it really the hood? No, it's just a part of the community that is oppressed based on finances, based on social class and race. The hood gets described as like this fairy tale place that people think is like constant struggle and oppressive. No, it's pretty family oriented. People care. People are human. Yeah, the hood that people talk about, oh, you're too hood, you're too this, you talking about the same neighborhood that I grew up in or that countless others grew up in? Or are we going to be socially awkward with that too? Y'all tell me, the Bronx, Harlem World, and Newark, New Jersey. Y'all don't think I talk like this on a regular? Or because you see me in front of the media, you hear me talk like I come from a private school in Montclair, New Jersey. I'm just grateful to be here. I'm just grateful to be putting baskets, putting in basketballs and dribbling around. I just love my life, and it's just such a, you see how easy it is? You know how easy it is to do that to y'all? Oh, I just love my life. Like, I just love playing in the league, and it's just an amazing opportunity, and my family was just taken out of the hood, and now we have an opportunity to really build generational wealth. And see how easy it is to fake that? You see how easy it is to fake that bullshit? That's what y'all see. That's what the fans see majority of the time. You see that? Oh man, Kyrie, how do you feel about your performance? Oh, I think we did well. We followed the game plan, and it was just amazing. I'm just grateful that I'm get to live out my dream every single day, and it's just, my life is just grandy. It's just great. There's nothing real about that. See how easy it is to fake that? Like, that's one thing. It's just like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, and then on top of it, if I talk like that the whole time and I actually did talk like that, would I fit into the hood? Or would my own community at times try to make fun of me because I'm talking white, or I'm talking proper, or I'm talking with an articulation? I actually can articulate my thoughts, and I'm actually well read in terms of what I'm trying to convey because I have the truth on my side. So let's just bring it full circle in terms of how this conversation started. Peace of mind is most important. That's all I'm saying. If you're not going to be authentically you, why do things? I've been in that position where I've faked it, and it doesn't serve me, and it's a lie. It's a lie. You have to know the difference between people that are telling the truth and people that are fucking lying. I'm just, like, we jumping back and forth, but I'm gonna say, like, if I wasn't at peace with who I was, you know how difficult it would be to be real, to be truthful? You see how easy it is to lie? I'm doing fantastic. This is amazing. I get to live out my dream every day. But the realness is, I feel everything that's going in our world. I'm paying attention, and I have a voice. And that voice holds weight. And because my voice holds weight, I am more susceptible to attacks. And I have to protect my soul at all times, because I know people are out there that have evil in their heart and are very demonic in their approach and will do everything possible to get close to me, because I am light. I am close to God. God is within me. That's the realness here. That's what my real life is about. You see me on the court for 3 hours. What do you think I'm doing in those other 21 other than sleeping? You see me for 3 hours. You see my social presence on my platforms. You see me for 3 hours and you think you know who I am. You see a few posts. Oh, Kai's woke. Kai got it. Oh, Kai is, oh my goodness, he just doesn't fit into the mold of all of the other people. And man, he's different. He's crazy. He's arrogant. He's this. He's that. He's this. All from seeing me from 3 hours. You get all that. Kai, what's Kai gonna do this summer? Does Kai like Dallas? What happened in Brooklyn? What happened in Boston? What happened in Cleveland? Why did you leave LeBron? Why did you leave Jason? Why did you leave Katie? Why did you leave all these people? For 3 hours. Get to ask all these legitimate questions. As if 21 hours every day wasn't happening after that. As if life still wasn't taking place. You tell me, who's crazy? Because I've accepted I am not the crazy one. I am far from it. I got called do I even want to say the CT word? Yeah, we don't know. We don't want them to screen grab that. But I've been called dang near everything under the sun because I've made decisions with my life, and I try to assist my community to awaken to the truths of the way that we've been treated for not 1 year, not 5 years, not 10 years, not 30 years, not 50 years, not 80 years, not 150 years, not 250 years, not 350 years, not 400 years, but we're going on about 500 years of a war against non-white people. I'm not being a racist. I'm not being a bigot. I'm just saying I am in alignment with my ancestors, and I'm aware of the struggle that they went through. That's all. For the last 500 years. And you want me to be content, right? The people that are bitter want me to be content with where we are now as a progressive society that cares about every human being. Yep. And I'm just becoming more self-aware. Don't. I'm not gonna make this a race thing. I'm not gonna talk about the racial issues. All I'm saying is my ancestors and my family have been in war for the last 500 years. I smile at it because, I know what it is, but many people don't. And when we're speaking from a place where we have experience and we're told that we can't speak about our experience and we have to be more bourgeoisie and we have to be more uppity. Happy to be here. Just elated. Just elated to be here. Oh, it's great. It's great, dude. Dude, it's great. It's great. It's great, broski. Bro, name it. It's great. It's great. It's great, bro. It's great. It's great. It's great. This life's great, bro. I have no complaints. I don't like what's going on in my community. Why should I care, right? Like, whoa. See how that bullshit sounds? You see how that bullshit sounds? That's the only thing I'm saying here. I already know. We already know about most of the racial issues. I'm only saying that I'm aware of the body that I am in. I had to live in this skin. I have to live in this skin. You see my hair? See how it grows in a fro? Some of it's curly, some of it. You think I had a choice in this? You think I had a choice in my skin color? You think I had a choice in learning about history in a way where why are we still trusting those people? It's like, what? You didn't. They created a genocide against natives and indigenous and African folk. Like, we. Okay. All right. Oh, no, that's fine. Okay, whatever. Okay, we still do. Okay. Yeah, everything's still the same. Like, everything's good. It's only been 50 years. This is nothing racial about the society we're in. Everything's good. Everybody's getting great opportunities. The inflation's great. Everybody's making money. There's more money. Let's buy our land. Let's buy this. How do you do that if there have been centuries put into place to limit your freedom and your liberation? How am I free if I know my people aren't free in Africa? How am I free if I know my indigenous people are not free in Australia? How am I free if I know kids are still working on the cobalt mines in the Congo, making Teslas? How am I free? When am I free? When am I free? When am I going to be free? When do I get to feel free? When, I mean, just 3 days ago, we have a situation of police brutality, murdering another person that actually is in my family. You tell me when I'm free and I'm liberated. But no, you don't want me to talk about that. You'd rather have me talk about the life. It's great. This life's great, but I have no complaints. I don't even, what's going on in the world? I got to focus on basketball. It's the greatest thing. It's the greatest gift. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm not going to lose you in this conversation. One thing I'm going to say is this. You have to laugh off a lot of the events that have taken place, because it would be too hurtful to be on this live Twitch stream complaining and reminding people who are living in 2023 that have nothing to do with the terror that's happened in my community. So I won't sit here and be angry at anybody and complain about the racial tensions that go on. What I will say is this: we have the opportunity, my generation and the older generation and the younger generation, to do things differently. Do we choose to do things differently? To accept and embrace all walks of life, all even includes all of us, all even, all of us are on even playing field. A1111, master number, master builder, maybe 11's just a number I like, but all even is my tribe, is my family. We talk about these things. You know why? Because they matter. They matter for our peace of mind. And if we don't talk about them, guess where it goes? Suppressed, right in our DNA. And you know what happens to suppressed DNA? I don't want to say suppressed DNA, suppressed emotions. They fester inside. Suppressed emotions fester inside. And when that starts to happen, guess who's unhappy and doesn't want to treat anybody else with the same respect? When your suppressed anger and depression goes nowhere, start seeing different things about your history, your family history, or what's happened in the world, or what's going on, because it's something new every day. Where do you go to vent that? You can't go to the internet, because the internet will judge you. The internet will cancel you. The internet will attempt to cancel you. You only have a few choice words of what you can say out in society right now, and I'm choosing the right ones today. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not the next day, but today, I'm choosing the right ones. Because I have to. I'm a celebrity. I'm famous. I live under my own terms, right? Like that's the perception. Like you don't even come back to the hood. You don't even come back to the community because you're a celebrity. You're famous. That's the perception. What are you doing? Why would you come back? And I'm glad I asked myself that question, because I know everybody asks that question, other people that they see. Why is it that we can't go back and build up the places that we grew up in? Nothing's stopping us. Why don't we? Why don't we grab a bunch of kids and go build something? And something could be a tech center. It could be a sweat lodge. If you know anything about the indigenous folk, you can build a sweat lodge. You can build a team of people that really can do wonderful things in this world if they believe in themselves. If you believe in yourself, what do you think you can actually accomplish out here? I think anything's possible, because you're looking at the story of anything's possible. Nothing was easy growing up. Nothing. Except being around family, being around people I love. But other than that, going to school wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. You know why it wasn't easy? Because I was constantly being referred to as just a statistic. If I didn't become an NBA player, would I still be noticed? Or would I just be another statistic that came out of my community, and that was just another dude? Just another black man, just another African man, just another dude. But I guess you got to do special things and be seen by everybody in order to be called extraordinary. I think that's the furthest thing from the truth, but that's just me. I believe in myself. I believe I'm an ordinary person doing extraordinary things, and I will continue to do so because that's the power of free will. I don't depend on anyone else. I don't depend on anyone else to validate me. I used to. Look, I'll be honest with y'all. Look, I'll be honest. We've been on for 52 minutes, and I hope that you guys have got messages. You guys have got things that really relate to you. I do my best to build this bridge so you can see who I truly am, because you'll never hear about who I truly am from people that barely know me, and that people that speak on my name on these media platforms that don't know anything about me. Even former teammates, even former coaches, even former GMs, they know nothing truly about me. You know why they don't know anything about me? Some of them, not all of them. Some of them, not all of them. You know why? Because it didn't matter enough. It didn't matter enough. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. And you know what? It didn't matter to me either. So what do? I build with people that it does matter to. I go places where I'm accepted openly for not just what I believe in, but my principles. Because I could believe in a bunch of stuff. But if you know that you got a soldier next to you and that's committed to the cause, committed to the revolution, which I know I am, I don't think you ever have to question whether or not I'm going to have your back when times get hard. See, when times get tough for people, you really get to see people's character. Really get to see people's character. I've learned more and more and more and more and more and more about the world that we live in. I don't have all the answers. I will not pretend like I do. I will not assume like I do. I would only say this. This life, got one to live. I don't joke about life. You know why I don't joke about life? Because my mother is in here and my grandmother's in here and other friends that I knew that if they made a change in their lives, they would be better off, but they didn't. They're either in jail or they're murdered or they're doing things that don't necessarily serve them. Now, this is just the way I grew up. I don't know how everybody grew up here, but this is my experience. I've been able to rationalize why, how these things have happened. And most of it is a stem or a cause from people joking about life. What's there to joke about in life? Why do we make fun of other people's lives? Is it funny to y'all that I lost my mother and my grandmother when 4 and 5? I know it's not. But when I say it, does people really relate? I don't know. I really don't care. But all I can say is that me not having my mother and my grandmother and seeing people not treat their mother and their grandmother with respect, what do you think happens? You have your mother and your dad. I grew up with my dad. My grandmother with, other grandparents and aunts and uncles, but I never got to give my mom my awards in the NBA. I never got to hug my mom after a 40-point game. I never got to hug my mom getting my first car. I never had my mom teach me how to drive. I never had my mom go to the DMV to go get my driver's license with me. My mom never signed a parent, teacher, guardian paper for me to go on a trip. My mom never took me to AU practice. My mom never took me to have my first drink. My mom never took me to smoke for the first time. My mom never took me to places where I needed the new experience. My mom never told me I was on punishment. And all those things that I didn't have only made me more prepared to be a light for the world, because I am a constant reminder that you need to appreciate the life you do have, and you need to appreciate the things that you do have in your life, because there are plenty of us that would want to have so much, but we cannot. And I'm not jealous and I'm not envious of anybody that has both parents. I just am aware of how special that is. I had my mom for a few years. I had my grandmother for a few years. But was it enough for me? No. Do I wish they were here to celebrate this life with me? Yeah. Do I wish I was working as hard, right now in order to provide for them and give them all the things that they didn't have growing up and be a true king and raise my village and raise my tribe? Absolutely. Would I trade my whole entire existence in for them to come back? Would I? Now that's the part where that's an internal answer. And the internal answer is this: I love this life. I love this life. And I'm willing to live out my life because I only get one of them. And it's not a joke to me. That's all I'm saying. People lose their lives every day. Why treat your life like it's a joke? Now, this whole entire 57 minutes is not gonna be for everybody. It's not gonna be understood so easily, and people are thinking I'm jumping back and forth and what is he talking about? No, this all stemmed from the first point that I was making. In order to achieve inner peace, you have to shut up and you have to shut down all distractions. Get off this device. People are addicted to this device. People are addicted to their social media apps. People are addicted to watching other people's lives and comparing them. Why is that normal? That's all I'm saying. The full circle moment is inner peace. This whole conversation was about inner peace, your inner being, taking care of yourself, self-love. Why would you want to focus on other things that go on outside of you if you do not know who you are? Where do you start if you don't know where you are or who you are? If you don't know who you are, go to your parents. If you don't have parents, go to your family members. If you don't have a family member that can tell you the truth about where you come from so you know where you're going, go seek out the wisdom from others that have it, that have the experience. Go seek an elderly counsel that's not bitter and that's not jealous of your age and what your opportunity is at this point. Inner peace is not just an idea, it is an ideal. And you must protect that ideal to be rewarded on this journey. Because if you're swayed by the wins and losses and successes and failures in this life, you will never be at peace, because your emotions will never be settled. You will always want more, and I've been in that position. That's all I'm saying. I've been in the position where I have hated myself enough to want to live out someone else's dream on my behalf. I've hated myself before. That's where depressed people that's where they get. That's where I've gotten. You know, when you hate yourself, or you don't like where you are, or you don't like things about yourself, you compare yourself to others, that's where the depression and anger starts. Why compare yourself to others when you only have this life to live? One life. Make the choice. I've made my choice. And I pray that you guys make your choice. All right, I'm done speaking about all this with you guys for the night. I love you. I just had to get that off my chest. I'm praying for all of your families. Let me take some water. This is for y'all. All right, this is called pouring libations. I'm gonna pour some libations. Look, for you guys, for your families, pouring out for your health. Look, for your wellness, for the ancestors to protect you and guide you, for your peace of mind, for your godly being to be protected, and for you not to fall victim to any evils and demonic forces out here, because some crazy people out here. Right? You ain't really rocking. All right. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. Please make sure that y'all tell every one of your family members that I love them as well. And I don't even know you guys, and I don't need to know you. All I'm saying is I appreciate you more than you know. Whether you prayed for me, whether you supported me from day one when you knew who I was or you didn't know who I was, it's the same difference. I just appreciate being able to grow, share my knowledge, but also understand that I still have a lot to learn. I am not a perfect human being. I never will be. I never will portray myself to be. But one thing I will always stand on is devotion to family is the biggest reward that you can have. Staying devoted to people that love you, consider them family. Make sure you make even your friends feel like family when they treat you with respect and love. Don't distance yourself from people that challenge you at times about the truth or want to learn more from you. Don't distance those people. The people that want to learn from you and that really want to grow with you and are about staying connected, spend time with them. But don't just get on these social media apps or get on the internet or go into places that you don't need to be in. You don't even need to be there. That's what I'm saying. I love y'all, because if you take this advice and you wrote it down or you took time to even listen, like, I can't even put it into words. Just I wish that some of my inspirations and some of the people I looked up to had the opportunity to do what I'm doing today, to remind me that the journey is truly the reward. I may not be who I want to be today, but I know I can be better tomorrow, working towards who that person is to me. That's a choice for me. The wins and the losses, whether the games come and go, yes. Am I dedicated to my craft? Yes. Have I made mistakes within the business of my craft? Yes. Am I going to make mistakes moving forward? Yes. Am I ever going to be perfect? No, I'm joking. I'll never be perfect. But like at the same time, I'm just aware that you have to have laughter. You have to have fun in this. You have to smile. You cannot put too much pressure on yourself, because this one life to live, with everything going on and everything that we have been through as a human race, it's confusing and it can be a lot. But I'm here to remind you that home is literally where your family is, and your family should have trust, loyalty, and love, and they should shower you with what you need. Shower people with their flowers. They deserve it. It could be a small thing that you celebrate, but celebrate with them. I'm here to celebrate my existence with y'all tonight. I didn't have to get on live. I didn't have to, like even talk this long, but sometimes the spirit can call you to do things that you may not even think you're ready for. You know what I mean? Spirit source can call you to do things that you're like, I don't know how this is going to end up, but no fear, going in there with a great head on your shoulders is key. That's all. All right, so I'm not going to get too more preachy with y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm going to keep saying it. because without all of the love that I feel genuinely as a chief of our tribe, then I wouldn't be able to continue doing what I do. So let's just take this time. Like, I just want to pray for you guys. Would you guys mind if I pray for you? Put this in the chat if you guys want me to pray before we get out of here. If you don't, then, you know, it's all good. All right? Okay, look. Well, first off, I want to start by saying I'm grounded where I am, and I'm grateful that I'm able to share this space with so many different walks of life, so many different human beings that come from different families. And I want to send genuine prayers to them and their families, and I want to pray for their peace of mind, and I want to pray for their well-being, and I want to pray for their growth. I want to pray for knowledge to come to them when they need it most. I want to pray for them not ever being afraid to face their challenges head on. I want to pray for everybody to receive the things that they deserve, receive the things that they should be rewarded with by selflessly treating other human beings with kindness and compassion. I pray that we all continue to shower each other with love out here, because chaos is real. All the forces of nature, of evil, are trying to take over our world, and we will not allow them, because we are soldiers of God. We are soldiers of the light. And I'm grateful that we get to share this space right now in this second. You guys get to see in my eyes, and I love you. I wish I was giving you a big hug, because I know this life gets challenging, and I know times get hard, and things get emotional, but keep striving. There are people out there that want to see you do well. So, amen. Amen. And we rocking. I love y'all, okay? And you guys know, if this ends up somehow misconstrued and they try to chop up what I said to mean a certain thing, just be aware, all right? And just do everything you can to protect me without getting into trouble, okay? I just love you guys. It's not about appeasing them. It's just about controlling what we can control here, all right? So peace, y'all. I love you. And I'll talk to y'all soon.